to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Well, Dr. Bacha from the Anti-Aging Institute is in the house, and we're talking a little bit of an issue that I like to know a little bit more about, and I think all the guys and, you know, the girls as well, this is something when it comes to hormone replacement therapy, okay, and some of the signs that we need to be aware of to know that our hormones need a pick-me-up.
That's correct.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How about you?
I am fantastic. So
Awesome.
before we get into all the bits and pieces about it, how do we know if hormone replacement is right for me? How do I know that?
Well, hormone replacement is right for everybody if you have the right symptoms. So if you feel great and you don't have any problem, you don't need to have any treatment.
Yes.
But if you're feeling fatigue, if you're having trouble losing weight, if you're dieting and exercise and you still can lose belly fat, if you have a sleeping problem, if you have lack of concentration, irritability, lack of muscle mass, and there's a lot of symptoms. So if you
And
don't
here's
feel
some
your
of
best,
them up on the screen right now. What I found really interesting is it says skin, hair, and nail changes.
absolutely.
When you say that, like, I can see some of the other things that you talk about, weight gain and irritability, because, you know, I believe in this type of treatment for most people. But I didn't realize about skin, hair, and nails.
Absolutely. The hormone imbalance can affect pretty much all aspects of your life. So as I say, if you're feeling fine, then not to worry. But if you have some subtle change, don't contribute that to, well, I'm getting old, or you know, that's normal.
Yeah.
Not necessarily is normal. So it's, you know, you may have a hormone imbalance. So not necessarily hormone deficiency. Sometimes as you get older, you can have imbalance. So balancing the hormone is more important than just go ahead and replacing hormones.
I didn't click with that. I was just thinking that I would be depleted in my male hormones.
Well, no, you could be, like for some women, they could be estrogen dominant. They have more estrogen than progesterone, and that could lead them to a lot of symptoms where they're feeling irritable, they may be having hot flashes, they're having difficulty sleeping at nighttime. Constipation is a big one, or you know, decreased sex drive or fluid retention, those kind of things that can lead me to believe that may have hormone imbalance.
Dr. Bacha, how do we find out these things when we come into your clinic? Is it blood testing? How does it work? Explain it to us.
Hormone measures in 3 different ways: blood, saliva, or urine.
Right.
So based on your symptom or what I think is the problem is, we do, you know, one or the others, or sometimes maybe a combination.
Yep.
The best way to measure hormones, some people say, is saliva. Urine is probably the best way, but it's a little bit inconvenient. But a lot of time we start with a blood work.
Yes.
And those are simple. We do them in the office. And we use a highly qualified laboratory. We use Quest here local, and we use Genova Diagnostic in Atlanta if something needs to be highly specialized.
So what are you looking for when you do that blood test?
So as I say, I looked first if the hormone levels are within range. And next, I looked for any sign of hormone imbalance. And that will be based on the symptoms. So yeah, I'll ask, you know, I'll communicate, I'll ask a few questions, and then find out where the best way to go to.
Okay, and that's something when we go into your clinic, it's the consultation, it's the conversation.
That's correct.
That's really important.
That is correct.
With you and the patient.
That is correct. So it's not, I don't have a, you know, one thing fit all, one size fits all therapy. It's everybody depending on what your needs are. A lot of people have the misconception about hormone replacement. Oh, I'm just getting some testosterone so I can, you know, look puffy and build, or you know, I'm just getting maybe some estrogen. It's not the case. We're trying to balance the hormone. Some guys comes in and they have low testosterone, but not necessarily because of lack of testosterone, but they may be because their cortisone is too high.
Okay, so what are the treatments that you would suggest? Just give me 2 or 3 examples.
Well, a common problem for people, and they don't realize that adrenal fatigue is a big one, where they may be overutilizing the adrenal gland, and they're feeling the fatigue. And when we have adrenal fatigue, our adrenal gland are unable to put up the necessary cortisol level that give us the energy to do things.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's and I hope I don't see people in that stage. I hope we'll pick them up early, where they're still, you know,
almost ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it a injection? Is it a tablet? Is it a, you know, a pill or something?
Well,
very quickly?
depending on the issue. So if it's a hormone, estrogen or progesterone, I prefer the topical skin. If it's testosterone, we can use either injection or topical.
Okay.
If it's a adrenal fatigue, we looking at the replacement and how can we support the adrenal gland. Or it could be a thyroid issue or vitamin D. So there's a lot of things, and we definitely cannot go over all
Dr.
these
Bacha,
in a
we
minute.
can talk about this all
That's
day,
correct.
and there's something that I'd love you to come back and break it down a little bit more, and let's look at the analysis of that and how you go through that. We appreciate
Absolutely.
you coming in. If you want to find out more information or just make an appointment to go, if you're feeling a little fatigue, everyone, give Dr. Bacha a call. 859-309-9946 is the number to call. There's the website. It's a really great website with lots of great information. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Straight